Go. I welcome you once again. This section is very important. Particularly, I want to be talking to the IPOBs here. Without wasting time, you are going to do me a great favor. You are going to do me a great favor. And before you begin to ask yourself, what kind of favor? Please, it's not money. Money is far from this. In fact, so far as I'm concerned, from the beginning to the end of it, everything is 100% selfless. The lot was casted and it fell upon me. So I'm carrying my cross. I'm not a politician. I'm not hoping to become a politician tomorrow somewhere. It's far from what I would have ordinarily want to be. It's not in my dream. I may have it as grace. In fact, every human being is a politician. But it's far too far from the thought kind of lifestyle that I would have liked to live. I have so many other things I can do for myself. I have so many other endowed grace and talents that I can put into any use. So, being a councillor, one of the councillors in one of those local governments in Biafra is what I am telling you openly and right now, that I'm not interested, nor a scratch of either of the oil blocks. I'm not interested. This is exactly what I must do for myself. Otherwise, I take it the way I see it. So I'm not doing it for any reason, nor trying to lure anybody to come and start funding me for any reason. I don't need those things. I'm okay. The Lord is faithful. So that is by the way. The thing is, without wasting time, sincerely, I don't have time again. One of the things that Chief Adikema and Namdekalo have done is to make sure that IPOB all across the world, in almost every country, has gotten at least good number of members or followers. And I think it's also for this reason. I'm not supposed to be saying this thing on the air, but because there is no time. There is no time. We are playing a game. We are playing a game. I wish you can see what I'm seeing. You will see the graph. You will see where the chess is heading. We are playing a game. The people I'm talking to know what I'm saying. We are all playing a game. We know ourselves. We know what have been in play. Centuries and decades. And we know we are about to bring it to a complete and a perpetual end. And that they are having upper hand is nothing to me, because my God is the God who said and introduces himself as I am what I am. I turn things upside down anytime I feel like. So I'm not afraid. But you must do me this favor, fundamental, first and first. The IPOBs across the world, listen, I'm going to produce a drawing, 7 different drawings. And these 7 different drawings, the first one is going to 3 oceans. 3 oceans. As in the 7th drawing, all of the 7 in one ocean, all of the 7 in another ocean, all of the 7 in another ocean. 3 different oceans. 7 seas. 21 rivers and 101 streams all across the world. All across the world. The moment you get ready, you let me know. I want to thwart the atmosphere of the world completely for this cause. People in the world will not only know what is happening in Biafra and in Nigeria, but I want to remove the mist that they have used against people for centuries and decades that made people wouldn't be able to rationalize things properly. People couldn't make proper evaluations again. People couldn't see the truth again. People's mind could not be developed anymore, both objectively and subjectively. People cannot be able to make proper evaluations over certain things. Many times people think it is natural. It is not. Something has been manipulated against you from the mist. That is the first thing I want to hang out and also interrupt the whole atmosphere of the world. For this reason, people have to hear and people have to separate the truth from the fallacies. What I'm telling you, I am not trying to make mouth. I know what I'm saying. It's stronger than the way you are hearing it. Until then, but act fast. As soon as you are ready, I am ready. And we are not going to do that with your carnal self. We are not going to do that with our carnal self. I will tell you the instructions, the spiritual exercise that we have to embark on, especially the individuals that are going to volunteer themselves for this cause, and reasons behind it. But don't stress your eyes to see what is in the drawing. You won't see anything. I'm telling you, in fact, it takes a strong reincarnated master and a strong prophet to see at least 2% of what is in the drawing. And he will only see that from the minor, not from the major. And even when he see it, he wouldn't see the movement. The movement he couldn't see. He couldn't decode what is happening or what is about to happen. When I asked God why, he said, because I was trying to query, when have I become this important that you could be able to quantify me from your great prophets? He said, far from that. Moses, this is exactly the reason your mother gave birth to you. It's your sole purpose, your sole calling. It's your divine purpose. So I have to make it a bird, your own kind of bird to fly. If I allow things to be the way you assume, men will see it, understand it, interpret it, and manipulate it and counterattack it. So I'm going to seize it from all men to know what is playing and what is about to play. I don't need to be shouting before you know I'm serious. Many times it's not necessary. That I'm not shouting doesn't mean I am not sure of what I'm saying. And that I'm shouting doesn't really really display or a kind of the catalog that shows I am very much aware of what I'm saying and sure about it, or as strong as being able to do that. Sometimes it is believed that actions speak louder than words. I'm already ready. I'm waiting on you people. This is exactly the reason I have suffered persecutions, psychologically, mentally, economically, intellectually, for 9 good years, still counting. Though it has altogetherly been bitterly sweet. I was told on time, but I don't know it's all about this. My father was not up to 20 years when he was told, your third son is going to be a national prophet that has to do with the deliverance of people. But happens to be the third son, but nobody could ever think it was this. Even when I was taking my movement, almost everybody who knew me, who was a prophet, was romancing about it. I did not get things clear. But until the time I saw myself right inside it. It's a long time game. Generations upon generations game. Here it is about to come to a perfect conclusions. Don't deny yourself. You can decide to die when you want to die. Choose to die when you want to die. Don't die when others choose to you. Decide what you want and see what you decide. Refuse to die like John, because you have to die like John. Don't die like John, because you have to refuse to die like John. The word is enough for the wise. His teaching time serves 9. Who have ears, let him hear what the Spirit is telling the church. Actually doesn't apply that some people doesn't have ears. But you can bear me witness that those who came first in the class and the people who came last in the class all came together to the class with their 2 ears and was very much present when the teacher was teaching. But the other one came first and the other person came last. So this ear is a different thing altogether. It depends on how you hear. There is another ear right inside your mind. That one is one stronger ear. This one can hear, but by the grace of God only. If not, it goes out from the other side of the ear. But allow the ear in your mind, right inside your heart, to hear for you. You will hear better and hear louder, and you could be able to retain what you have heard. The ball is on your court. Take it for granted, you regret it. In fact, we regret it. Take it serious. Let the problem be solved once and for all. But let me tell you a secret. The young man that has become a bone on the throat of Nigerian government because they feel they can squeeze him is the Elijah that the Bible prophesied that he will come. The same person Zechariah saw to be Joshua, and his Caleb to some extent has been Simeon. The angel of the Lord whom they are querying whether it's for them or against them, who brought the instruction of the Holy Spirit that got the job done, is who you are seeing right here talking to you. It doesn't matter if you've known me before. are not. After all, these other men, you've known them before. Or if you didn't know them, there are people who know them right from the day they were born. But it doesn't stop the fact that they are who they are. We are the end of it. Peter have disgraced himself for the last time. This is the third time of the cock crow. And Christ told him, it will clear in your eyes at the third time of the cock crow. He has no options. I'm going to molest him like a child. His adamantness and his rudeness, I'm going to give back to him to test and see. Many people don't understand what he's playing. People don't know that this word is a connectivity to so many other words. Many times they just only want to see things naturally and too physical. But many times the things you see that is playing out in the world is more spiritual than physical. My destiny is to make mockery of those people who think on earth they are so powerful, either politically or otherwise, and who think they can suppress people and deny them of their destiny. I am predestined and born for those people to bring them down and make ridicule of the ridiculer. We shall watch and see. Talk doesn't solve problems. It's actions that solve problems. Thanks once again.